Okay, you guys, so when you're starting out fresh with black powder, the most important thing you can have before you start spending a whole bunch of money is reliable information. All right. Now, this book right here, this is the first thing I'm going to show you forward. Right? We're going to start with this book right here. This is by my friend Kenny Washburger. He has won a lot of national level competitions, both in modern rifle, service rifle, and black powder. And he actually gave me the proof copy of this book. This is the new edition. This is what you'll get. Not a proof, but you'll get the new version of this. And he's going to start going through what the black powder target rifle is and how to pick your caliber. Believe it or not, there's a lot of individuality that's possible with black powder, much more so than modern rifles. He's going to tell you how to hand load the cartridge, right? How to start, how to get it off the ground. You're going to take one of these guys right here and turn this into a round of loaded ammunition, even if you've never done it before, right? So then we'll talk about the bullet. He gives a lot of information about casting in here. Casting is crucial because there are no commercially available bullets suitable for long-range black powder target work. There's lots of hunting bullets available, but there are none available for what we're doing. So you will be casting. And in my mind, the information in this chapter goes hand in hand with the information in this book right here, which is also super important. He's going to cover some spotting and give some tips in there, some things that you can build on. Paper patching, if that's the direction you want to go. Kenny is great at paper patching. The NRA courses of fire for silhouette and other NRA style matches. Now, they stopped sponsoring black powder a long time ago. And there's a bit of bad blood between the NRA and the black powder community. And that's the reason that we now have the Black Powder Target Rifle Federation. This is an effort by a lot of people to get an umbrella sanctioning organization for a wide variety of black powder matches that is independent of the NRA. And that is getting off the ground right now, and it's been successful so far. He's got a chapter here on the 1877 Sharps, and the 1877 may be the best Sharps design of all, actually. He's going to be talking about these other big cartridges here, the 45-110, the 45-120, and then we're going to get into this thing called the phase, and that's an issue that we have right now where once your bullet is dropping from transonic flight into subsonic flight, it's very susceptible to being tipped by random little wind gusts and so forth and becoming unstable. And we're working really hard on that. Coincidentally, Burger Bullets is working really hard on that too, but because we don't represent a big bunch of sales for them, for useless handheld computers and other such gear, they won't talk to us at all. So we'll do it all ourselves. This book is $58 plus $10 shipping, $68 total. I will have Kenny's information down in the description for you. Okay? The next thing I need you to do is you're going to go subscribe to the Black Powder Cartridge News. Now, you may already have access to this. If you're a member of loaddata.com, you probably do. And this issue right here I consider to be one of the most important issues ever. This is issue 115. And there's an article in here called An Incremental Load Development Method by Rick Moritz. This one article is worth the cost of the entire subscription. And if I'm starting out, the thing that I do is I subscribe to the Black Powder Cartridge News, and I get online and I search Rick Moritz electronically, and I read everything the guy has written. Rick Moritz is a champion silhouette shooter and long distance shooter. And he writes very good, very concise, and pithy articles about load development and accuracy testing. His articles alone are worth the cost of the whole magazine. So you guys know where to find that online. I shouldn't have to tell you any more about that. This one you may not have heard of. This is called From Ingot to Target, a cast bullet guide for handgunners. Now, this book should have been called a cast bullet guide for anyone trying to cast a bullet. Glenn Friesel and Robert Applegate are nuclear engineers, okay? And when it comes to At least that's what I'm told. When it comes to casting, these two are the smartest guys in the room. Trying to outthink them is going to be useless. But they're going to go through this entire book. Casting, alloy, this is when they talk about casting, it's going to be your basic casting cadence and the process that you're going to use to make bullets that look like that. Alloy selection and metallurgy is colossally important. Fluxing the melt, the lube. Now, everybody's using SPG Tropical right now, and what I'll say about trying to make bullet lube at home is that it's basically a useless exercise because you're going to come up with something that's not as good as what's commercially available, and it's going to take a bunch of your time. It's just, in my view, I've made it. I have a video making bullet lube on my channel right now. I just don't think it's worth it. Leading and throat and groove dimensions here, once you get this, once you understand the information in these two chapters, you are not likely to ever have a leading issue in your rifle again. It's covered here, right? The last thing that really makes this book awesome is chapter 12, the Keith semi-wad cutter. This is information that's based on facts about what the Keith wad cutter actually is, the design of the bullet, what the 3 equal driving bands actually mean, the bore riding nose, the square bottom lube grooves, the whole bit, what the Keith bullet is, how Elmer came up with it, and it's based in fact. It's not based in internet rumor or anything like that. It's completely worth it, and this book is free. It's going to cost you some printer ink and about that much paper. There will be a link to that in the description. You go online to their website, you can download and print this book for free. That's the way they've made it on purpose, so that this knowledge could get out to as many people as possible. And it's completely worth it. All 3 of these sources are completely worth the cost of admission. So with that, I'm going to end this video. You guys have a good one. We will see you next time on the Recoil Therapy channel. Give her a try. Wow.